Hey guys, good morning. It is Saturday, beautiful Saturday, and I am sitting with Neil from Connecticut, and I called him early this morning, and I'm like, Neil, hey man, I want to talk to you, and I feel a little underdressed. Look at Neil. Neil is looking very, very professional for a Saturday morning, and I'm like, Neil, did you wake up like that?
No, I did not wake up like that.
Man, he's looking good. I kind of feel way underdressed in my little pink little polo shirt here. But what I wanted to share with you guys today, guys, is this. I created a video and I'm going to share the video with you. And I'm always running into ideas. 22 years in this business, and there's still things that I forget that I've done. And in this scenario, and I'll share with how it happened, and I'll let Neil talk about what happened to him. This is the video, guys. All right, so I have a channel. Do me a favor and go and subscribe. Okay, I'd really love the engagement there from you guys. So I'm always creating videos to help Medicare agents and ACA agents. So it's called Think Medicare, Think ACA. All right, so Neil, watch this video. Networking with financial professionals. So what happened to me is that week, I got a call from a friend of mine, my old neighbor, said, hey, I want you to meet with my financial professional advisor. And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And he's like, yeah, I'll set it up. You guys meet. And I really went into that meeting thinking, okay, so this guy is wanting me to come visit to him so he can pitch what he does, which I'm okay with. You know, hey, I have no problem listening to new ideas. So I went in with the mindset of this guy was wanting to visit with me so that he could maybe manage my money. All right, great. So we walk in, have a conversation, and there's the owner of the firm and three other reps there. And I'm like, wow, it's a pretty big team. And then they've got all the work staff sitting right outside. And I'm like, wow, I feel kind of special. And I don't have that much money. That's the first thing that went through my mind. I'm like, you guys got me confused. And so we sat there, had a little small talk. We talked and we chatted for a while. And then the guy said, all right, so the reason we asked you to come here is because your friend, Curtis, told us about what you do. And we need help with that. And I'm like, oh, so my mind, I was like, okay, I wasn't prepared for this meeting. I didn't know this. I was being interviewed as an agent. He goes, here's what we've got. If we do our job right, these seniors are going to retire, maybe, or these people are going to retire maybe early, or they may be retiring after 65 and they have Medicare. We know nothing of Medicare. And we need help with it. And if they're under 65 and they're retiring from their workplace, if they keep saying, if we do our job, these people might retire early, they're going to need health insurance. And I'm like, well, cool. Yeah, I can do that. So the guy was like, okay, so here's what we want to know. Walk us through what you would do. So literally, I'm like, well, this is what I would do first. So I walk them through a scenario for somebody who's under 65. Then I walk them through a scenario, somebody who is over 65. And then I do my thing and they're like, this is awesome. And then they ask me, are you bilingual? I'm like, yeah, I speak Spanish. Well, even better. And then the last thing was, would you mind coming in once a month, sitting here at our conference room, and we want to bring in our people that are getting close to turning 65. And I'm just like, oh, what am I? I'm like, oh, I'm sitting there. I'm like, really? Do you think I'm going to mind? I'm like, yes. So they're asking these, we have people that are turning 65 and, can you do a Medicare 101 and teach them? I'm like, hold on. I go to my car, I come back and I'm not prepared for this. And I got my Medicare Smartbook. I was like, let me tell you what I do. And of course, they have a big screen. I would project this on your TV. But this is how I teach Medicare. I teach people Medicare. I just don't enroll them in a plan. I want them to understand. And these guys were like, great. Anyway, we finish the conversation and I leave and I'm excited. I'm like, I'm pumped up. I get to the office. I'm like, I'm going to make a video of this thing so that agents can realize that financial professionals need help with health insurance. They don't want to touch that. They're managing money. They don't want to deal with health insurance, nor do they want to get certifications for all that crap. So then Neil buzzed me. He's like, dude, hey, this thing works. So Neil, I'm going to let you kind of share now. So you watched the video. Tell me what you did.
So I had a few contacts in LinkedIn that were financial advisors, and I just send them a quick message that say, hey, I'm a Medicare agent. I know that it's something that could help your over 65 clients, and I didn't get responses from all of them, but I got a response from one very excited. She said, hey, can we discuss over coffee? I said, great. So we have that scheduled for the end of this month, but the person is really excited. I mean, she was the one who proposed meeting me in person. She didn't even want to discuss it over the phone. So I'm planning on, just basically doing a rinse, wash, and repeat on this process, and hopefully I can kind of build organic leads and high quality leads.
Yeah, of course. And these leads are going to be solid. They're going to be so warm. They're going to be hot because these financial professionals are so in touch with their clients. They're managing their money. When they recommend you, it's like it's a done deal. I mean, you don't have to go sell yourself. That recommendation is going to be so powerful. So, Neil, do you happen to have the content of what you sent to these advisors on LinkedIn? On hey, what was your pitch to them?
Yeah, I made a spreadsheet on Word. Basically, if it's okay, I could share it.
Please, yeah, please do. I'm sure these agents would love to see what you do.
Okay. So pretty much what you see on the screen is what I sent them. I said, hey, thanks for accepting my connection. I wanted to reach out, see if my services are helpful to you in any way. And then I mentioned, over 65 clients. The touch point for them is that their clients' medical expenses. What they don't want, and I'm sure of it, is for their clients to cover medical expenses with things that they have in the bond market or in the S&P, things that they manage. So I'm pretty much helping them preserve pretty much the fees that they collect off of their clients' portfolios by minimizing the out-of-pocket expense for medical or for healthcare.
That is beautiful. And I will tell you, one of the things that we always teach agents that work with us is we don't go in there with like, hey, we're going to pitch one product and this is what you got to take. No, we go in there and we pitch the only two options that Medicare beneficiaries have. And that is option one, option two, MedSup, PDP, or Medicare Advantage Plan. Never know which was going to be best. And you're all right, Neil. You don't want these people's assets to be utilized to pay for medical expenses when they can make the simple option one, option two choice. It is easy. I love this. Okay, and then you put a reference out here that can you share more? I love what you have here.
So it's a link to an article that I found just Googling it. Really, really good. It's a 4-minute read. It's not very long. As you can see, this is the end of the article, and pretty much the title says it all. The retirees, they don't know what to do. Financial advisors, they don't know what to do. That's where we come in.
Beautiful. And I will tell you this, I'm going to agree with Neil. It's more than agree. When these people are coming into Medicare is so confusing. It's not like their work insurance. Okay, work insurance, the employer says, here's your plan, take it or leave it. Okay, not a lot of thinking to be done. Well, in the Medicare world, here's what's happening, and you know this. Hey, they have to know the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, G, N, F. They got to know all these things. It's impossible. It's very hard. It's hard for an agent. It's even harder for an insured. So the Medicare alphabet. The other deal that they have to think about that is very confusing is, do they go with option one or option two? They don't know. Do they choose a MedSup and a prescription drug plan, or do they choose a Medicare Advantage plan? Well, that is super hard to kind of I guess just tell everybody go one way or the other, because it's like buying a car or a truck. How do you know what is better? You have no idea. And then here's the other confusing thing, Neil. So number one is option one, option two. The other deal is the alphabet, the craziness of that alphabet. And the third thing that I see as a huge stressor or an issue with seniors, Neil, how many companies are out there that do Medicare? Like carriers?
Oh, I mean, in my state, in the 2 states that I operate, I would say probably at least 10. And this,
Yeah, I mean, and how do you know which was the best?
and that all depends on the client's doctors and medicine.
Exactly. Now, do you think that they're gonna, they're gonna do homework themselves when they've never in their life had to do homework to check what you just said? Doctors and meds. How are they going to determine whether carrier 1, carrier 2, 3, 4, 5? There's so many carriers out there that are saying we're the best, come with us. It's hard. And so that's where we come in and we do educational selling. That's really what we do. Neil, I think that is great, man, that you reached out to LinkedIn. Guys, if you're an agent out there, you need to kind of think of getting outside the box. Okay, this is one way, and it doesn't cost you very much. How much money did that cost you, Neil? Nothing. A little bit of work, right? Yep. You did a little bit of research. You came up with something that you could share with them, and you just you threw some bait out there and see who would bite. And guess I'm getting hit all the time, guys. And let me tell you this, and me and Neil were talking this morning about this. These financial reps, okay, you think they want to go get AHIP certified? We don't even want to do it, right, Neil? Man, they got their own certifications they got to deal with. And then the other thing you mentioned to me, Neil, I thought was great. Some of these guys are fee-based advisors. They can't deal with commissions. Okay, I think there's some kind of regulatory deal with that they're not supposed to deal with any kind of commissionable products because they're charging a fee. Well, what we sell, guys, is commissionable. So maybe there might be some conflict of interest there for that rep. So bringing you in as a professional could solve that problem. They're going to go somewhere and get it. Okay, they might as well go somewhere that advisor trusts and there's already created a relationship. So I think that's great, guys. So do me a favor, go watch that video. I will post it down below. Neil has also willing to we're going to take his document and I'm going to attach it down in the description for you guys. So if you want to see what Neil created, and I would just say, stay out of Connecticut. That's Neil's backyard. All right. It's a small, little, it's tiny. Yeah. I live in Texas. We're huge. You could probably fit 50 Connecticut's in Texas, I think. Yeah. Come to my state. No, I'm just kidding. There's plenty of business to go around. But use LinkedIn for what it is, guys. It's a tool to mingle with other professionals. And I get hit on all the time. Somebody's pitching services to me. I think this is a great avenue for Medicare agents to work with professionals, especially financial planners, I think registered investment advisors. I think it's a great idea. Any final words you'd like to share, Neil, with maybe a new agent who's thinking this is a great idea?
Yeah, just like I said, it just requires a little bit of an imagination, a little bit of time, not a much capital, and drive. That's about it.
Yep. Just make it happen, guys. Worst thing that happens is what, Neil? You get no responses, right? Didn't cost you anything. Maybe your ego is a little bruised. You're like, I can't believe nobody hit me up. Well, guess what? And they go back out there and cast a wider net. Hit more people. It takes me. They say that it takes an average of like 10 touches before somebody actually notices you. So keep hitting them up. Just because they don't respond now, maybe they're busy. I don't respond to a lot of stuff, but if I keep seeing something over and over and over, it kind of piques my interest. I'm like, God, this guy's persistent. Let me see what's going on. So don't give up on that first try, guys. Keep out there, keep working. I think leads like these are 100% guaranteed sales. Why would they want to go anywhere else? They're going to be, and especially they're just aging into Medicare. Neil, we make some serious bucks. Now we're in 2023. Neil, and you're in Connecticut, so your state may be a little crazy. What do you make on the new business sale, Neil?
680, I think it was.
How much?
680.
Yeah, you're making more than the rest of us. We make 601. So yeah, you're in a state that makes $680, guys. Man, you get an advisor that's got 100 of these. I mean, you know, geez, you're making 60 grand in commissions just from those leads that an advisor's giving you. So guys, definitely take advantage of it. You know, thank you for watching. Neil, thank you for your time. Saturday, you know, man, you're looking good in that suit, man. I like that tie, man. That's a power tie, in my opinion, man. I love it. And thank you for being on today's call. And guys, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Down below, I'll have a link to the original video that I put on, and as well as I will share the information that Neil utilized to reach some of these people on LinkedIn. Thank you.